Apache, you're back with a new song, this one titled Rise Up, which also have vocals by Shibani Kashyap and rapper De Niro Ash. The song is urging the world to unite and to rise up beyond differences. It's also asking people to help each other and become better human beings. Now, there's a lot of social commentary in the song. So, who came up with this idea and how you all created this number?
Yes, the idea came from De Niro Ash, and he's a very, very dear friend of mine. I worked with him in India, worked with him on different tracks, but the idea actually came in the lockdown. There were so many difficulties, I'm sure everyone knows, across the world. And it was all about rising up, working together, uniting, let's get the musicians together. I mean, it was kind of a double kind of meaning. I mean, the whole world was suffering, mental health, whatever it may be, work, job, money. And the musicians were suffering because, the lockdown, there was no gigs, there was no work. So there was a lot. I mean, it was just a case of getting together and sending out this message. And, we probably should have had more songs like that. But yeah, great idea. Great to collaborate with De Niro, Chezin, Shabani, Amir here in the UK, bringing different styles and genres. We're sending out this strong message to the world.
Whom do you think the song would appeal to the most? And what is the initial response or the feedback that you have got for the song?
I mean, the song is for everybody. That's why we try to, mix the genres from Hollywood to Bollywood to reggae to raga to hip hop to rap. So we're trying to touch different, people across the world. And, hopefully it makes a difference. A lot of songs are, you listen to songs are about, singing and dancing, having a good time. Let's have songs with meaning. And, and that's what reggae gave to me, something with meaning and trying to make a difference. And hopefully people follow that trend and radios will play it. So hopefully it goes out to a lot of people and they see that, the COVID is still around. But if we do have another time like that, we need real support and we need unity and strength. And it comes from music. Music is a great platform. Let's use it more. Let's try to get it positive. Let's try to put out the messages. And let's try to inspire the young people to write good lyrics.
There's a line in the song which says, Lambi lambi gaadi par road yahan hai choti. It's clear that while the song celebrates life, it also reflects the realities of the world, especially where the song is set in. Are you someone who likes to reflect what is going on in the society and around you?
Yes, of course. I mean, if anyone knows my music right from the beginning, it always has a message or it always has something from, I write songs, Chok There, arranged marriage, socially kind of, touching on subjects, whether it's racism, whether it's prejudices, whatever it may be, poverty, whatever. And I, again, I get that from reggae. Reggae gave me that consciousness from Bob Marley to, so let's put these words in. So music is about celebrating, but also about being real and about putting those lines in. It's very, very important. So, I always encourage young people, especially the rappers, to not just celebrate life, but make it inspiring. Put those lines in, put those little words in, be clever with lyrics. And yes, I'll make a point of that from the beginning. 30 years of music, always try to inspire people, always try to, spend time with lyrics. And people can go back later, even years. First of all, you may just enjoy a song. And even 5 years later, you think, oh, look what it means. Look what he wrote. Look what he was trying to say to me. So let's be clever, let's be inspiring. Let's change the world with music and lyrics itself.
So then please give a few lines of Rise Up.
Rise up, oh gosh, yes. I make a rise up and unite again. I make a rise up and fight again. I make a rise up and go set the trend. I make a rise up on CNN.
Thank you. Apache, you've been creating music from over 3 decades now. What attracts you to a song now? Is it the lyrics, the tune, or maybe the singer with whom you would be collaborating with?
Yeah, many things. I mean, it's a lot to do with the song, what it means, what it says, who it goes out to. I love kind of bringing different genres together, whether it's Bollywood with rap, whether I've always mixed genres right from the beginning, my Punjabi style with the reggae style, pop music in this country. So it goes out to more people, as long as it retains, your signature, your what you represent. And I love collaborating with different artists. I've worked with so many artists across the world, especially in India. One of the songs I did right from the beginning with Rahman for a movie called Lovebirds. No Problem. and popularity, Asha Bhosle, and then it's great to be able to collaborate with reggae artists, hip hop artists from around the world. It's a great position to be in, to be able to work with so many different people, but still it's real. It's it's not just a gimmick. And then it goes out to more people, inspires a lot of people. I've worked in different languages, from South India to Tamil to all these. It's really, really exciting.
You also collaborated with DSP for a Telugu film, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, I love that song. Run, Run, Run. What was the movie called? Idul Ramalto, something like that. I mean, great song. A wonderful experience in the studio, working in different languages, and he worked me really, really hard. But this is the way it is. There's no limit to it. You can work in different languages, different styles. You can go out to different people, Hollywood, Bollywood, South India. And then, as I said, it's enjoyed by people all over the world.
Reggae is a genre that you have mastered over the years. So how did you get started in reggae music?
I've always had a love of reggae music, and I've always said to people, I grew up in Birmingham, and the great UB40 come from Birmingham, and Steel Pulse and Musical Youth, and it's a great sound from where I come from. But if I, recently I've traced my life right back to when I was born, and my parents came from India, Punjab, and they came to Birmingham, and they went straight to work, and I was dropped off to the nanny next door for 5 years of my life, and she was actually from Jamaica. Oh. So there's a great, right from from 1 to 5 years old, 8 hours a day in a Jamaican household. I always missed that influence of language, culture. So it was an understanding of not just music. It was understanding of the culture, the language, the patois. That for me to be able to sing in that language is not just something that you put on. It was something that was learned. It was something that you understood. To be able to be accepted in the reggae world, it's not just the case of just liking reggae music. I understand the culture, the style. But yeah, I love reggae. There's been a great acceptance of reggae in Birmingham for people that, like UB40, one of the biggest bands in the world. It's a white reggae group. And then I came along, and I'm from Indian roots. But I always retained my Indian love, Apache Indian, Chok There, arranged, married. So it wasn't just reggae. Let's bring something to reggae. So my Punjabi sound, the tabla, the dhol, and then taking that on the reggae stages around the world was a new thing. But you have to be, as long as you are proud and you know who you are and what you represent, be free with music. Music's freedom. Express yourself in any language and culture, as long as it's real to you. And 30 years later, we're still doing the same thing. And now it's great to see in India reggae so big. You have reggae sound systems. You have all the little DJs rapping and all, which is great. Let's embrace it. Let's enjoy it. Let's be positive. Let's send out those messages. And that's what, as I said, reggae and rap is about. It's about positive. So let's not just say that you're the greatest or you're the baddest or you're the best. Let's put something there to inspire.
Bob Marley was a pioneer of reggae music. How he influenced your music? And do you remember which was that one song that made you fall in love with the music of Bob Marley? And I really like the song Get Up, Stand Up and Buffalo Soldier. And also you were signed by the same label, Island Records, who also signed Bob Marley. And you recorded your song Arranged Marriage in Jamaica at the Bob Marley studios, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, Bob Marley's my favorite artist of all time. Bob Marley right behind me there. You can see, I don't know whether you can see. But yeah, I was, I love Bob Marley. All the songs. Again, it was the meaning. As I said, no disrespect to any songs from India, but India's bright and colorful, and you want to escape in this. But we miss the meaning. It's like Buffalo Soldier and One Love, and there was a song called, my favorite song, I would say, So Much Trouble in the World. And the great big bass lines, the heavy bass lines. It's a music of feeling. And I just fell in love with it. There was something that's wanted to be a part of that sound. Bob Marley actually died on my birthday, May the 11th. And as I released my first few songs, I got offered a deal by his record label, Island Records. They said, "Do you like reggae music?" I says, "Yeah." And they sent me on the first flight to Jamaica, straight to Kingston, straight to his studios, Tough Gong. And I worked with Sly and Robbie, two of the greatest producers. And yeah, Arranged Marriage, a lot of the songs were done out there. And beautiful reception from all the team, Bob Marley's family. I've been there a few times making videos and working reggae. Reggae is about that. Reggae is about, you know, all these words that you hear from the reggae world about unity and all that. It's not a joke. It's real. Everyone works really, really hard. They want, you know, there's some great support. Big respect to Universal, Island Records, Universal in India, and supporting an Indian artist doing reggae back in from 90s. That's a big, big, you know, respect to them. Big respect to them. Yeah, I mean, Bob Marley and many, many reggae artists inspired my career. And I'm here today because of that inspiration.
Now, staying with arranged marriage, that's the song which is about finding a girl and to get married. And you gave the song a Bhangra muffin spin, and you described the whole situation with this lyric which sounds very personal, especially lines like a girl from Jalandhar city, sweet like jalebi, wear the chunni kurta pajama, and respect Apache. So what was your inspiration behind this? Or shall I say the backstory that led you to write these lines?
Yeah, I mean, arranged marriage was one of those subjects that we grew up with, you know, very traditional. It was controversial. And, you know, I'm from an Indian family and, you know, people are having arranged marriages. So I wanted to write a subject. I mean, I wanted to write a song about that. And, but I wanted to make it real to the UK. So if people listen to the song, you know, make it funny, sweet like jalebi and everything. But the last line of the song after getting married, the last line of the song is, when is the right time to tell my girlfriend? And people miss that line. So that line, it just says that, you know, we go out in, you know, in the UK and we may have a boyfriend, may have a girlfriend, and then it's time to get married. And then you have to tell your girlfriend. So it wasn't like that. I mean, it was just, and then these lines make it real. These lines said, actually, oh, okay. There was a different spin on it. So it's been respectful to the culture, it's taking myself to arranged marriage, but saying that there's this problem I have. When is the right time to tell my girlfriend? So, and sometimes these are the lines where I say it's real, but people may not even get that line. A lot of people have heard that song and probably never heard me mention that line, but that's the last line of the song. So make it funny, make it traditional, make it respectful, but make it real. And then people said, you know what, that made that song real. So these are the elements. So yeah, I mean, why not address these subjects? Let's not run away from these subjects. Let's make it real. Let's try to address something, but, you know, always be respectful, always be clever with lyrics. And that song was actually my first song in the British charts in this country, top 20 in the national British charts, and did well all over the world. So, and then he went out to, you know, people who are non-Indian, non-Asian, so respected by the wider community.
Then please give us a few lines of arranged marriage.
Me say the time has come, man, for Apache to find one gal and to get married. But listen, Ragamuffin, tell everybody me want me arrange marriage. I'm from me mama and daddy, me want gal. I'm from Jalandhar city, me want gal. Sweet like jalebi, me want gal. I feel the wild Apache, me want gal. That does respect me. Big respect.
Thank you. Apache, why don't we see you work here in India more? You, like you said, you have collaborated with likes of Rahman, Asha Bhosle and DSP for a Telugu film.
Yes, I mean, I would love to. I mean, India is one of those places that you just have to be there. Every time I'm there, they call me and they say, oh, would you come? Would you do this? Would you do that? But as soon as you leave the equation, as soon as you leave, then it's, you know, it's difficult to be, you have to just be there to be a part of the mix. I would love to do more. I have spent a lot of time there. I'm coming there again to tour. In fact, there's a new song coming out with a rapper over there. I'm not supposed to say anything, but I'm coming out there to shoot a video and do some touring. In fact, he's told everyone already. So there's a song, a collaboration with Honey Singh coming up. I don't tell anyone. I've told everyone. No, I mean, I love India so much. I mean, I can't get enough of India. We're still inspired by India, North, South, Punjab, Bollywood. But it's just a country that you have to just be there. So I'm coming soon, so look out for me. And I would love to be involved with some of these TV shows that you do out there. You have a...
Saregama?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, rap is so big out there now. So I like to, you know, I'm really a bit, I mean, we didn't have really rap in India back in the 90s.
Yeah.
So to see that now, it's great, it's inspiring. Lots of young people do different things. When I came to India, there was no, you know, there wasn't YouTube. There wasn't the internet in the start. And now kids are, you know, involved with so much sounds. It's inspiring. So many international artists are coming there. So we have a lot of more plans to come there and do some great things.
You know, you sort of invented and championed this genre called Bhangra Muffin with, of course, your breakout hit Chok There. What made you stick to reggae music for so many years?
Reggae that's the love. I love reggae music. So I will, the root will always be reggae. I sing in the patois language. Like I said, I mix it with hip hop, I mix it with pop, I'll mix it with bhangra. And then that bhangra muffin became a new genre that mix up reggae and Indian that wasn't there before. It was either reggae or Bollywood or Hindi or whatever. So, it was the first time it all came together and created not just a new genre, but it created, a reflection of a new culture. We're not just growing up with one influence no more. We're not just growing up in one place anymore. We have all these influences around you. And when you bring them together, then it represents, a community, it represents diversity. It says that you now can, be in the charts as an Indian, but you could be doing reggae, you could be doing pop, you could be doing whatever. But I love reggae music, it's a part of my system, it's a feeling, it's something that, I'm very comfortable doing. So it will always be there in my music.
And please give us a few lines of Chok There.
We say, number one in the Bombay chart, in the and me I tear them apart. And when me come and bring a new style, so listen, God, people. Man, tell everybody, Chok There, them a ball of the while in the and oh yada, Hansanaji, Kapila, Galasi, Dora Coca, and we say Chok There right there on CNN with me, Apache Indian. Big up.
And finally, Apache, we live today in the social media world. Back then when you released Chok There, there's a line in the song which was censored when the song dropped here in India. It released on TV and on the cassettes. There was a line in that song called "A Ball from Khalistana." Khalistana is a word which is used by separatist groups, Sikh separatist groups. Do you think if the song would have released today, it would draw criticism on social media and you would be trolled for the lyrics?
Yes, maybe, yes. I mean, it had criticism even then. But again, it was something that was around. It was something that was in the news. So I mentioned it once in a line, Chok There, them a ball from Khalistan. And maybe it was wrong. Maybe I shouldn't have mentioned it. But it was, reggae is about not running away from anything. It's in the news. I didn't overdo it. I just mentioned it in one line. There's a few other songs that I mentioned some lyrics and things, and people said, "Oh, why did he say that? Why did he say that?" I think people know that it wasn't offensive. I wasn't saying anything political. I was just saying things that are current. But yeah, I mean, it didn't give me much of a backlash. But you have to be careful. Even then, you have to be careful now. With music, you can't take away lines. You can't. Once it's released, it's there. So again, be very careful with what you're saying or what you're doing. Be clever. But anyone who found that offensive, I apologize. Not trying to be offensive, just trying to be real. Trying to say, if you say it on the news, is it offensive? So you say it in a song, is it offensive? So it's the way it's taken, the way it's written. A lot of people said I shouldn't have wrote a song about arranged marriage because it's traditional. I shouldn't be saying those things. A lot of people said it was sexist. You want a girl to do this, you want a girl to make you roti, you want a girl to do that. It wasn't sexist. It was just, again, being real, how people look at arranged marriages. So, I mean, where does it end? Artists will always be criticized for lines, for this, for that. But no offense, no disrespect to anyone.
Apache, thank you so much and best of luck. And looking forward to lots more from you.
Thank you very much. God bless. Respect.